Are you paying attention? Oh, aye. Okay, so it goes like this. You put your fist in the air like this, and then you go, woo, woo, woo. Now why the bloody hell would I want to do that, fella? Because it's cool, bro. You want to know what cool is if it kicks you in the bloody face, fella. Hey guys, it's Chase from BurnoutInc, and continuing my WWE Elite Series reviews. This one is Sheamus. He is in the Elite 17 series, same as Zack Ryder. And I have to say, so far, I think this is the best figure they've done of Sheamus so far, Elite-wise. The first one, it looked really cool. I like the design of his trunks and the braces and stuff like that, but the face sculpt, I don't know, it was just a little too goofy looking. Although I think his Celtic cross necklace was pretty badass. The next one they did of Sheamus was a King of the Ring one, and by himself the figure looked cool, but the King of the Ring accessories were really, really goofy and stupid because the guy, I guess, that designed the costume doesn't like Sheamus, and he said, okay, well, seeing as how I don't like you, I'm going to make you look as dumb as possible. And congratulations, sir, you nailed that one. And this one so far is my favorite. I love how the red and the black look. Very, very cool. Very distinct, especially on Sheamus, because for one thing, he's pale as shit. I mean, there's Zack Ryder behind him, and that's him with like your typical WWE style tan body and stuff like that. No, Sheamus is just completely white. So much so that when he first was in WWE, people used to call him mayonnaise because of how freaking white he was. And now that he started dyeing his hair and his beard, it's even more distinctive. Like the red just really pops out. And other thing I like too is that this hair, his hair is actually a lot shorter than what it used to be on the first Elite figure. And of course, just the darker reds just make it pop out a little bit more. His accessories are his Celtic cross necklace and his World Heavyweight Championship belt. I was really, really excited to get a figure that had the World Heavyweight title because none of the figures I own have that yet. What's really weird is I think they kind of gave him the basic WWE figure style of titles. Like, there's the Elite figures, which are supposed to be the more expensive ones, the more detailed, the more articulated ones, the ones that best represent how they look on TV and stuff. And then there's the basic figures, which are more or less for kids and not adult collectors. And their title belts aren't as detailed. And this one's got kind of like a matte finish on it. It's not a real shiny metallic gold or made of the same material that you saw on Zack Ryder's title. Like, Zack Ryder's title really pops out. It shines. There's some reflectiveness off of it. And the World Heavyweight title that I've seen on some of the other figures have that. But Sheamus is so far the only one that doesn't. He just has a basic World Heavyweight title. And I don't know if that was just a packaging error or what. But either way, it's still pretty cool. Let's take that off him real quick. Because the regular World Heavyweight title on the jewels that are supposed to be here in the... Oh, sorry, it's not in the camera. The jewels on the corners of the belt are supposed to be red. And I believe the little squiggly line underneath the WWE symbol, that's supposed to be red tool. Red as well. But yeah, I really, really love the World Heavyweight title. It's the classic belt. It's kind of the number 2 belt in WWE right now. It used to be the number 1 title back when Triple H, Batista, The Undertaker, all those guys had it. In recent years, WWE has seemed to focus more on their title, which I actually think is the right thing to do. I kind of hope they just go ahead and retire this belt soon, because the draft that WWE has had for the last like 10 years, where SmackDown was its own brand, Raw was its own brand, ECW and Next, they're their own brands. It's coming to an end, and there's really no need to have 2 championship belts anymore. Unless you count the giant number of people on their payroll, then it's absolutely necessary. But if anything, they should trim the fat and just go ahead and get rid of this title and just retire it. So, we'll set that down. Let's get a look at Sheamus. He's got your standard elite articulation. You know, arms will rotate all the way. He's got the upper arm rotation there. He's got a single joint in the elbow. His arms can go in and, his hands can go in and out, and they rotate all the way. They swivel, I should say. He's got his ab crunch. His head can go 360 if you want it to. The necklace can come off too. Just like that, and he's ready to fight. I like this one, but I do like the original one that came with the first Elite Sheamus figure a little bit better. And he's got that word on his trunks. I have no idea how to pronounce it, not even going to try, but it's always been there. He's always had that. Pretty cool. He's got his little Celtic cross on the back. He's got that same little, like, snake symbol there, and he's got his crosses on his fan braces. Like I was trying to point out in my Zack Ryder figure review, is that these guys do have double-jointed knees to help with the bending. Can rotate at the boot, and the back of his boot has that Celtic cross symbol, and he's got this the boot swivel there and slight ankle rocker right there. Oh, you making fun of me accent, are you? Well, how about I give you a nice big old brogue kick right to the face? Sorry. I like doing Sheamus's accent every time he's on TV. Alright, let's see if he can hold his belt up. One thing I miss about these figures was that the first couple of waves of Elite characters came with, they came with stands. And I really miss that right now because I'm trying to get him to stand up, and it's not happening. Also could be my little base that I'm using. It's not working out too well. Let's see. Let's put that back on him. Oh, one other thing I wanted to point out. I don't know why I think his hair is so freaking cool, but I just love all the little details they put into the spikes that make up his head. Very cool. Alright, so that was Sheamus from the Elite Series number 17. Definitely pick him up. He's the only character in that line that comes with the World Heavyweight title. I don't know if you're going to get the right one, but I think I got the wrong title belt with it. But either way, his costume is cool, his clothes are badass. I mean, those are the same freaking thing. But yeah, the sculpt of the figure is really, really awesome. And another thing that I think that was kind of cool is, I'm sorry, I keep going back and forth, is you can tell in the detail in the sculpts, they don't just use the same sculpt over and over again. Because Zack Ryder is much more slender. He doesn't have as much crazy muscle tone or definition as Sheamus. And you can definitely tell that in the hips and in the arms, around in the ab and chest area, that Sheamus is a lot more ripped. And he's also, you know, he's bigger. He's more bulky and all that other kind of crap. So yeah, definitely pick him up. He's probably my second or third favorite figure from this wave, and I'm about to get to my first favorite. And so yeah, this is Chase from BurnoutInc. Oh crap, the score. Definitely 9.5 out of 10. The only thing that really knocked it down was the World Heavyweight title and the necklace. I thought could be a little bit better, but those are just small minor gripes. Almost perfect. Alright, so I will see you guys again in a few minutes. So this is the back of the box that comes with Sheamus. And he's got a very, very intense face right there. Looks like somebody stole his Lucky Charms. His nickname is a Celtic Warrior. He's 6'4", 267. It's got all the championships he's won right there. Funny story, WWE Championship was the first title he won in WWE. And then went from there to like the United States Championship, to the King of the Ring, and all that other stuff. Actually, no, I think he got King of the Ring first, and then the United States title. Signature moves are the High Cross, which was basically a super jacked up version of the Razor's Edge, the Bro Kick, which he uses a lot, and the Irish Curse. It's a pretty good move. And then the other figures in the wave right here. And look, there's Zack Ryder. Already did a review of him.